crew is ready. The stage is set. At fairs across the country, crowds gather for the thrills and spills of a tradition set in motion decades ago. This is today's Auto Thrill Show, a tradition carried on by Toni Peterson's thrill show drivers, whose roots extend all the way back to the pioneer of this sport, Indiana native, Lucky Teter.
Not quite right. I want to make sure I get that he can get the proper speed.
Who is our unexpected guest this evening, Fred?
Well, tonight, Harry, you are going to meet a most unusual gentleman.
Lucky Teter was from Noblesville, Indiana.
Born in 1902, Earl Lucky Teter was president of his high school class 3 years running, captain of the basketball team, and an outstanding football player.
And an AAU junior welterweight boxing champion at the time. You know, he was solid. He was a broad, stocky guy.
But his early successes couldn't prepare him for a near-fatal automobile accident that would change his life and send him on the road to record leaps and calamitous crashes.
Lucky Teter. Good evening, Mr. Teter.
Good evening, Fred.
You mind if I call you Lucky?
No, I guess I'm lucky to be here, Fred.
Well,
you know, he went from a humble beginning. I believe he was test driving cars and working as a gas station attendant, just actually here in Ashland, Ohio.
But tell me, how did you get started as a daredevil?
As a kid, I lived in Noblesville, Indiana. Yes, it's near Indianapolis, and those 500-mile speed races always fascinated me.
Because he was the one that started the very first automobile rollover, did it first at a fairground and just did not use a ramp, just drove the car forward and then very quickly turned the wheel to cause the car to roll over on its side, eventually top, and the goal was to get it back onto all four wheels.
As a stuntman, Lucky Teter was one of the greatest, doing with an automobile what no one had done before. He was an innovator, a daredevil who would dream up his own stunts, personally try them out, making adjustments sometimes after near tragedy. As a showman, he was in a class by himself.
You know, Teter just came along at the right time, at the right place.
Most of these towns, there had never been one there before. People, I think, went more out of curiosity, and when they got there and saw what they were able to do, things the spectators never dreamed possible with a motorcycle or an automobile. Therefore, they became heroes because they had done something that the spectators had never seen before.